Okay, hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Good morning. How are we this morning? Yeah, looks like the weather is cooling down. I had a lovely walk this morning and it was just gorgeous outside. So, welcome. And you know, the last song I listened to before leaving home this morning was by one of my favorite sacred singers, Ricky Byers. And it's I'm Choosing Heaven Today. So I'm choosing heaven today, and the fact that you're all here, I trust that you're choosing heaven today. So welcome to Unity of Port Richey. And I'm Elaine Johnson, pleasure of being your platform person. And we are here, Unity, Positive Path for Spiritual Living. And as I light our candle, and this is just a physical reminder of the Christ light in all of us. And just know that we're all a unique representation, a unique presence of God wherever we are and with each other. So thank you for being here. And Christine will start off with our song this morning. And welcome, Christine Mariani.
How's everybody doing? Turn to your neighbor and say good morning. Give a high five, a handshake, fist pump. Good morning, all our YouTubers out there. We have a great service planned today.
Okay. Yeah, and it is truly a new day. So welcome, welcome again. For those on Facebook, YouTube, we just know that and feel your presence and know that wherever 2, 3 are gathered, as many as gather, the Spirit is with us and in us and as us. And so it is. And for anyone here for the first time, okay, welcome, welcome. All right. And we do have welcome packets for you. And just fill those cards out and place them in the offertory basket. And we'll be happy to keep you updated with all our activities here. Okay, and our great big welcome today is to Reverend Linda McLeod. And we give her a warm Newport Richie welcome. And just a quick bio on her, just so you know a little bit about her. She's a Chief Executive Officer and founding minister for Unity on the Path Retreat Ministry. She graduated from Unity Urban Ministerial School in Detroit, Michigan, and is an ordained Unity Worldwide Ministries minister. And give her a big hand. And she serves as the administrative and pastoral care minister for Unity Midtown, St. Petersburg, right here in Florida, and associate minister at Unity of Palm Harbor in Palm Harbor, Florida. So she's gotten around. And I'm sure she's just spread her love and her joy wherever she's been, and we're just happy to have her here today. And in her former corporate life, she graduated from Tuskegee University in Alabama with a bachelor's in electrical engineering and worked with Honeywell Incorporated and retired after 35 years. Oh my God. All right, and she's recently started a monthly women's group, which is titled A Gathering of Women, a Conversation. And the purpose of this is to bring women together in a safe place where they can share their concerns and support each other. Because as women, we are truly our best supporters. Isn't that right? Sorry, guys. No worries. And she has a lovely daughter that she's blessed with, and her name is Lynette McLeod, who grew up in the Unity movement. So thank you for being with us today. Thank you. Okay, and as a church community, we will say together, we will endorse our purpose here, and we will say that from our hearts. We are a channel of God's love. Through divine love, justice prevails, and powerful good results come forth. We trust the activity of God within us, all people, and all situations. We give thanks for divine intelligence and divine grace, operating and expressing fully in all people, in our country, our government, and world. And the highest good for all is the result. Amen. And so it is. We now have our prayer chaplain. Sarah will do our daily word.
Well, good morning. It's good to see you all today. Well, so our daily word today is brave. So we could all affirm this together. Through the power of God within me, I am brave. And now I'll just read our daily word. So brave. Through the power of God within me, I am brave. If I want to have a greater, more expansive experience of life, I must be brave and move beyond the trepidation that holds me back. I do not judge myself for hesitating, but I don't let it stop me. Instead, I take my reluctance as a cue to call upon the strength of God within me, to push past my fear and move forward. So much life lies on the other side of my fear. I believe I am meant to live a fulfilling, satisfying life, whether I'm interested in having grand adventures or simply stepping out of my comfort zone and trying new things. I can rely on the divine within as I summon the courage to do new things. I affirm I am brave. And this becomes the truth of my heart. My experience of life expands. And our Bible verse for today is from 2 Timothy, chapters 1, verse 7. For God did not give us a spirit of cowardice, but rather a spirit of power and of love and of self-discipline. And so it is. Well, as prayer chaplains, we're here for you before or after service with prayers in our prayer room. We have our prayer box, so please feel free to let us pray with you. So thank you all.
Thank you, Sarah. I always say I wish every day was Sunday. Not just because I get to sing, but it's such a good vibe, you know? The Good Vibe Tribe. So we're going to do that really cute song that we've been singing from week to week. Those of you who are new, you'll love it. It's super easy to follow along to. Steve, you can move. There we go. All that I have is blessed. All that I give is blessed. All that I am is blessed, blessed. All that I have is enough. All that I give is enough. All that I am is enough, blessed. Thankful, I'm so thankful. Thankful, I'm so thankful. All that I have is blessed. All that I give is blessed. All that I am is blessed, blessed. So happy, right? All that I have is enough. All that I give is enough. All that I am is enough, blessed. Oh, thankful, I'm so thankful. Thankful, I'm so thankful. All that I have is blessed. All that I give is blessed. All that I am is blessed, blessed. A little louder. All that I have is enough. All that I give is enough. All that I am is enough, blessed. Oh, thankful, I'm so thankful. Thankful, I'm so thankful. All that I have is blessed. All that I give is blessed. All that I am is blessed, blessed. All that I have is enough. All that I give is enough. All that I am is enough, blessed. 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 That we are. Welcome, Linda.
So just take a moment to go to your heart center. If you have a hard time going there, just take your hand and put it on your heart. Just breathe into your heart center. Just take a deep breath in. Let it out slowly. And becoming fully present to this moment. Fully present to this moment. Maybe wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Let your shoulders droop. Let your face relax. This moment. Letting go of all those other moments before and after this moment. Just being present to who you truly are. I am whole, perfect, and completed. There's nothing missing, nothing I need to do, nothing I need to be. Just here now. All my needs are met. I can let go worrying, stressing. In this moment, every need is met. Focusing on your breath for a moment. Allowing yourself to just know. In this moment, I am. As I move through this moment, I accept the I am that I am, that I am. Everything God created was good, and I love, wasn't just good, it was very good. And I got lost in the distraction of living. I forgot my perfection. I forgot who I was. And I began to wander in the desert. And then I found myself lost again. Lost in the dayness, the everydayness of living. I let go of what I was holding on to and start to float. Lost in a world, confusion, distress, not knowing. And then I heard, it's okay. You can be you. It's okay to be you. It's okay. And I started to float back down, landed on the earth, felt the energy of Mother Earth, and remembered I'm human, having a human experience. I get to feel my feelings, be angry, be happy, be sad, to feel hurt and disappointment. And then I remembered, I'm not alone. I have a power of good that's in me, through me, as me. There's no spot that God is not. There's no spot that God is not. That the universe is on my side. Even in the storms, the universe is on my side. I'm guided, supported, and welcomed here in this place, right here, right now. Take a deep breath in, just relax into this, and just be for a moment in the silence. Just be. Then find yourself wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, and being okay in this moment. And so it is. Thought we were doing a song, but I'm good. Say what? She changed it. That's okay. I'm good. I'm adaptable. What is in the moment. The gift of acceptance. Wow. Can I accept what is? Can I accept what is? Can you accept what is? Nah. Nah, not today. I'm just not dealing with that today. So I'd like to start with the 12 powers. In Unity, Charles Fillmore created these 12 power centers based on the disciples and their location and when they were called by Jesus to be part of his discipleship. And this month, the power is order or divine order. The intelligence of the universe expressing through each of us. Order is a power to organize, align, sequence, adjust, and arrange. The disciple is James, son of Alphaeus. He represents harmony and balance, available through centering of our awareness. The color is green. The location is the navel. The navel, that gut reaction to the universe. Whenever something really hits you, what does it hit you? In the stomach. Oh, yeah, that don't feel too good. Ooh, that feels good. So the affirmation that I created was, in Unity we do denials and affirmations. And a denial is not denying that it exists. It's denying the power that situation have over us. And we affirm what is true. And so my denial for this month was, I let go of needing to know why and accept divine order is in order. Divine order, affirmation, divine order allows acceptance. And acceptance brings peace and freedom. Divine order allows acceptance and brings peace and freedom. Give me a minute. So what is acceptance? I thought I knew what the definition of acceptance was. So last night, as I'm then put this lesson together and had all this stuff about acceptance, I go, well, let me just see what the dictionary says acceptance is. And I went through the dictionary, and I didn't like any of the definitions of acceptance. I was like, that's not the definition of acceptance. Okay, that's not my definition of acceptance. So I had to step back and say, whoa, where did I get that definition from? Psychology. Acceptance means taking a stance of non-judgmental awareness and activity, embracing the experience of thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations as they occur. To accept something when it occurs, to allow it to happen when it's happening. How many of y'all do that? I'm not an accepting person. No, not that right now. Well, maybe tomorrow I can deal with that, but not today. No, I ain't accepting that. And I have a scripture. Do not be anxious for anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. I like the King James Version. Surpasses all understanding. The peace that surpasses all understanding. Where do we go from there? There's another one that I like. It says, it's in James chapter 1. It says, give thanks for trials and tribulation because what? It's a test of your faith. It's a test of your faith. And when our faith is tested, what? And we stand it, what happens? Strength. We get power and strength to go through the next one and the next one and the next one. So we start off with this question, why is this happening to me? What? Why is this happening to me? I don't understand it. Why now? Why in this moment? I'm a good person. Who was that? I done good. I done paid those bills. I done helped the widows. I took care of my family. I paid my stuff. Why? Why, God? Can't you do something about this? Can't you fix this right now? Not next week, right now. I love this. Do you know who Scott Peck is? Anybody know who Scott Peck is? The Road Less Travel? Yeah. You know, my therapist gave me that book about 40 years ago, and guess what I did with it? I read that first line, and it said, life is difficult. What did I do with that book? I threw it down. It took me 20 years later to pick up that book. I said, well, okay, life is difficult. What now? There's a great truth. One of the greatest truths is that life is difficult. When we can realize that life is difficult, we can move on. We can transcend what is by what? Accepting what is. Because once we accept, then life is no longer difficult. What's that? What we resist persists. What we resist persists. So if I'm fighting against this situation or this thing that's happening, guess what? I'm getting more of it. Emma Curtis Hopkins said, the world will persist in exhibiting before you what you persist in affirming in the world. The world will persist in exhibiting before you what you persist in affirming in the world. Mary Baker Eddy says, hold thoughts steadily to the enduring, the good, the true, and you will bring those into your experience proportionally to your occurring, according to your thoughts. She's got a big word here that I can't read right now. What she's saying, and Charles Fillmore says, you must first enter into the understanding of God, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, is the source that you can draw on the source without limits. First, we have to look at our thoughts. How many of you know what you think most of the time? You don't? How do you know what you're thinking? Look at your life. If you want to know what you're thinking, look at your life. If you're thinking that you don't have enough, guess what? You won't have enough. If you believe there's an abundance in the universe, you will have what? Abundance in the universe. It's where our thoughts are, and most of the time we don't even take time to look at our thoughts. Because we go, I don't want to think that. That's bad thoughts. But you got to look at them. You have to take the time to say, what am I thinking? And then the next piece of that is, what's causing these thoughts? What is causing these thoughts? And most of the time it's what? Not good enough, not worthy, not needed, not wanted, not necessary. That was hard for me to accept. But when I finally saw that those were my thoughts, I could start to change them. I'm sick. I am so sick. Life really, oh God, this, I can't get over this. Guess what? If I'm thinking I can't get over it, what? I can't get over it. Life is difficult. Jesus said what? These things I have spoken to you, that in you may have peace. But in the world, you will have what? Trials and tribulation. In the world, you will have stuff that's going to come after you. He says, but I offer you peace. Oh, she's happy this morning. Welcome. accepting what is. When I can get to the place that there is trials and tribulations, when I get to the place that there will be difficult times, and I can look at them, and I can ask and say to myself, this is what is. I don't have any money today. I don't have any right now. I might not have any tomorrow. But that's the situation. I can accept that, right? When I can accept that I don't have what I don't have, then maybe I can open the space to what? To draw in what I need. I've learned that I don't get what I want. That was a hard lesson in life. I don't get what I want. And I fought that my whole life. Why can't I have what I want? Because you know what the truth is? I don't know what I want. Oh, I want a husband. Then I get a husband. God, not that husband. Ooh, I want that car. Ooh, yes, I got to have the Mercedes. How much is it going to cost me to fix that repair? How much? You know, I wanted that purse. And then every time I had it, somebody wanted it. So finally, I just gave it to them. No, I had to work through this what is. I don't get what I want because I don't know what I want. So I started saying, I will accept what is. And when I can accept what is, and I start to believing in what is, I get more of what is. Y'all get that? Y'all looking at me like, no, that don't make sense to me, Linda. Come on. When I can accept what is, and I truly accept what is, when I can let go of what I think I want or ought to have, and I say, universe, what is it that I really need? Maybe I don't need a husband right now. Maybe I just need to spend some time to learn who I am. Because once I learn who I am, I might be able to live with somebody else with who they are. Because what did I do when I got into a relationship 90% of the time? Tried to change them because they wasn't what I wanted, but I was willing to accept it because that's what I thought I wanted. So I worked through this idea of I know what I want. And I'm not going to get it anyway, so I can stop asking what I think I want and start being open to what is and allowing the universe to what? Bring me what I really need. So I accepted, I guess I'm not going to be in a relationship. God gave me a cat. Anybody got a cat? You know what I'm talking about, right? I got a cat that hurries me to bed at night. I'm not ready to go to bed. Oh, yes, you are. Yep. I'm ready to eat. I'm not ready to feed you. Really? You're not ready to feed me? Okay, I'll feed you. Accepting what is. I read this, I said it, but it says in James chapter 1, verse 2-5, my brethren and sisters, count it all joy when you fall into various trials. Know that the testing of your faith produces patience. But let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. If any of you like wisdom, ask God. What is wisdom? The application of knowledge. Most time people say, all you need is knowledge. How many of y'all have knowledge? Yeah. We want to move from knowledge to wisdom. We want to apply the information that we have. I want to start being able to use that information in my head in a way to live what? Good, healthier. Be present to who I am. So the first one is, why is this happening to me? The second piece is accepting what is. So you got those sheets. I want you to look at them before we finish. It says, list a situation in your life that you don't understand. What is it that you don't understand? Key, you don't need to understand. I spent my life trying to understand situations that there was no answer for. Because I want to know why. There is no answer to the why. You can spend your life, why? You get another why, get another why, get another why, another why. Because what? Why is endless. But when I can stop and say, this is what it is, what is the real reality of this situation? Somebody tell me, what's the real reality of any situation? Anybody know? Just is. And what else? You're not going to get what you want. Wake up. You're not going to get what you want. And somebody said, oh, yes, I did. I asked for that husband. I got this beautiful husband. I prayed for a job, and I got a beautiful job. But how many of you said it and let it go? How many of you said, I want that perfect job, and then let it go? You let the universe provide the job. How many of you, instead of going out chasing that husband, said, when that husband shows up, I'll be ready for it? Right? When I stopped chasing, it started to come to me. So I let go of that idea that I'm going to get what I want, and I would accept what is, because now I am allowing the universe to give me what I need. Pray for what you want. I'm not saying don't pray for what you want, because you need to put your ideas in the universe so the universe can kind of help you with what you want. Pray and meditate. Ask God to show me what is best for me. Take a moment. This is number 4. Take a moment to allow yourself to just be in what is. I remember when I first started being home alone. I have to tell you the story before. For my first 30 something years of my first 30 years of my life, I was never alone at night by myself. When I was a kid, there was always someone in the house with me. When I was in college, there was always a roommate. When I got married, there was always a husband. And he knew that I would not stay in the house by myself, so what he would do, we would find a friend to spend the night with, or I would go spend the night with a friend. So here I am, 30 years old, having never been alone by myself at night, and I'm moving into an apartment by myself. Pretty scary. And I remember in the apartment, I said, oh, this is okay because I got people around me. So 3 years later, I moved into a house. Nobody. And I was in the house. If I screamed really loud, nobody's going to hear me in the house. So I was sitting on the bed. My daughter was 9 months old. She was standing for a friend because I'm going out of town. And I'm sitting on the side of the bed, and I'm thinking, God, I don't know if I can stay in this house by myself, because I'm going to live here with me and a 9-month-old baby. I don't think I can do that. So as I was sitting there on the side of the bed, I had contact lenses. One of them popped out and fell on the floor. I don't know how I got there. So I'm trying to crawl around on the floor can you imagine it, crawling around on the floor, kind of finding a contact lens? And something said, just get in the bed, Lynn, it's okay. I was like, get in the bed, it's okay? I said, okay, God. So I got in the bed, and I felt these energy around me. And what I heard, I don't know what it said or what it did or anything. What I heard is, London's going to be okay. I have never been afraid in that house again. Never, ever felt afraid in that house again. I'm willing to accept what is. I'm willing, because I'm not willing to accept it at first, but I'm willing to be willing to accept what is. And then I get, I'm willing to accept what is. I'm willing to trust that I am okay. Not that I will be okay, that I am okay. That no matter what is happening to me in the moment, no matter how bad it gets, I'll be okay. And I will continue to be okay. 8, I am whole, perfect, and completed. All my needs are met. All my needs are met. And you're like, you're right, Linda. I am that. I forgot. In unity, what do we teach? We're remembering who we are. We're on this journey from good to very good, to loss of innocence, to struggling through life, battling with my senses, because I'm not battling with anything out there. Ain't no devil out there. Might be you have one. But in unity, we said there's only one presence and one power in the universe. God, good. I'm struggling with me to accept and understand. My first step is to accept I don't understand. I can't understand. I can't understand. I don't understand this. It's okay. I don't have to understand. What I choose to do is accept. I choose to accept what is. And acceptance is allowing. Acceptance is allowing me to accept what is. And guess what happens when I accept? You can tell you haven't accepted it because you have no what? No peace and no freedom. When you reach the point where there is peace and freedom, you have accepted. One more story. I like to talk about me because when I talk about me, I know it's real. Okay? A year ago, I was traveling and I was doing a presentation, and all of a sudden the air left the room. Every bit of the air left the room. And I go, okay, God, I need some air here. So I breathed, I relaxed, and I said, okay, God. I breathed. So finished the presentation, got on the bus back to campus, and I couldn't breathe. I said to my friend, I can't breathe. So this is where God works. The guy that was driving the bus says, oh, I used to work at the fire department. I'll call and we'll have everything set up when you get there so that she doesn't have to worry about, So 2 minutes, get to the fire department and calls. Everything is set up. I can't breathe. And the guy says to me, ma'am, you got to breathe. And I'm like, I can't breathe. So I finally accepted, okay, London, you got to breathe. So they got me, took me to the hospital. I was in the hospital for a couple of days. One hospital took me to the next hospital. And they said, well, Ms. McLeod, you're going to have surgery. And I'm like, not in Pennsylvania. I'm not having surgery in Pennsylvania. And the doctor looked at me and he says, you are having surgery in Pennsylvania. I said to the universe, I'm not having surgery in Pennsylvania. So finally convinced the doctor that I could get home. They checked me out and said, okay, all right, we'll let you go. I got to Florida because I'm thinking I'm not going to have the surgery. I'm going to be okay. So I got home and they said, Linda, if you have any kind of pain, call or go to the hospital. 4th of July, 10 o'clock at night, I've had pain all day, but I'm not going to tell anybody I got pain because I'm not having pain. So I finally started calling my family. They said, Linda, call an ambulance. I was like, I ain't calling no ambulance. Guess what I did? Call the ambulance. So 2 weeks later, they've done all the tests, and they said, yeah, Miss McLeod, you're going to have surgery. I said, no, man, no, sir, I'm not having surgery. So my friend I called him, Greg Barrett, some of y'all know him. He says, Linda, if you have a flat tire, would you throw your car away because you have a flat tire? I said, what? He said, would you throw your car away, a brand new car, because it has a flat tire? Okay, he said, you have a flat tire. It's repairable. And I go, okay, universe. I guess I'm going to have a spare tire put in. I have 2 spare tires now. as long as I was fighting that, guess what? I couldn't accept what was. Because I believed that the universe was going to heal me. That whatever that problem was going to get fixed without a doctor. But Greg reminded me that we don't, how do I say it? Unity is not about not doing the stuff that's necessary for us to be alive. When Myrtle was alive, there was no solution to what she had. Today, we have a solution to what she has. So if she was sick today, she would do the medical procedures to get healthy. And I'm going, okay, God, what is, I guess I have to have my heart fixed. And, when I made that decision and I accepted what was, and I went into the hospital, I had no pain. People go, well, you had to have pain. They ripped your heart open and did stuff. You got to be in pain. I took pain pills 4 days because the first day I had all these tubes in me, and every time I started fighting, I realized they're going to put you more drugs in you. So, so finally I said, okay, God, what is. They're going to give me medication. But, out of that 3 months, what did I learn? What did I learn? I'm a loving human being, but I didn't allow people to love me. I could give you and do anything for you, but I wouldn't let you help me. And I was fighting even that. And all of a sudden somebody said, what is, Linda? They want to help you. So I got cousins, family, friends, people from all over the country sending me gifts that I used and could use. The thing in this was the story, accepting what is. As long as I was fighting and resisting, I was a miserable soul. Life was not working. There was no peace. When I went into the hospital to have that surgery, I was at complete peace because I had accepted what was. I'm going to have this surgery. I'm going to either live or die. And they had told me there was a 99.999% chance that I was going to live. No brainer. So we resist what is, and when we resist what is, there's no peace. There's no freedom. The moment I let go and, yes, this is what is. And I had to let people help me. When we can stop fighting what is and reach the point of accepting what is, life shifts and changes. What is the gift of acceptance? Peace and freedom. The gift of acceptance is when I can allow what is, regardless of how bad it might appear in the moment. When I can let go of all of that stuff and say, here I am, Lord. Use me. Let me be a vessel. Let me be able to express you in the world. Freedom. And so it is.
So we're going to have some fun, okay? Everybody step up. We're going to do a little release song, which is totally going to run right perfectly with Reverend Linda's talk. So here we go. We're going to do I release, and I let it all flow. I release, and I let it all go. I release, and I let it all flow. And here's the big one. We're going to say, I release. Then I want to hear you go, ugh. And let it go. Okay? So we're going to have some fun with that. I pain. Here we go. I release and I let it all flow. Whoop, whoop. I release and I let it all go. Ouch. I release and I let it all flow. I release. Let it go. There it goes. That's a great exercise. You guys feel it?
Yeah, it sure is. So thank you, Reverend Linda, for that wonderful, beautiful message. Thank you. We're so grateful. So, and you know, it all ties in. We accept and we release and let it all go. Let it flow. Thank you, and thank you all. Right, and thanks to all our ushers, our greeters, our prayer chaplain, our tech team, everyone that made this possible. Thank you all for being here. All right, and our other announcements. Well, every Thursday we do have our Sarah, our prayer chaplains, that does our meditation and healing circle, and that's at 10:30. So do come along and join her. And coming on September 18, our Renee, another one of our prayer chaplains, just so active in our church community, and we appreciate them all. So on Thursday, September 18 at 6:30, she'll do crystal bowls meditation, and that's such a high vibrational experience. Please do come along and be with Renee. And our dear Reverend Barbara Williams will be back with us on September 21st at our 10:30 service. And her topic will be the receptive heart, cultivating the inner soil. Yeah, come and be blessed. And our social community group, which is new, the Good Vibe Tribe. And we've got Doug Hanfland, who is organizing several community activities. And there's a sign-up sheet in the lobby. And just come, have fun. Spirit says, enjoy life. Life is great. It has challenges, but we must enjoy. And we have to save our date here, October 25th. We have our Friendsgiving opportunity. And I've attended one of these in the past, and it's just so wonderful to be with a spiritual community and just feel that bond and joy. So please make a date for that, and we'll be forming a committee soon. And we have our Inspiration Station and Learning Center. And this is also an area where kids can sit and learn and just have fun with each other. So please support and be a part of this. All right, and now, you know, without our gifts, what would we be? The Lord, the Spirit gives, and we give back to each other and this community. So as we prepare our gifts, we are so grateful for everything we receive. And we'll have our affirmation as our ushers stand by. And we'll affirm together, I give thanks for all my blessings. I share my gifts freely, and I receive gratefully. I am in the flow of abundant life.
You guys know this one too. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Beautiful. And here they come.
Reverend, if you don't mind, could you bless our offering for us?
We give thanks for this offering. We give thanks for the giver and the receiver. And we know that these funds will be used to bless this community and the larger community. And so it is. Amen.
Okay, and our peace song with Christine. And we'll all stand for this one.
Peace, peace, peace be in the morning. Peace, peace, peace be in the night. Practicing peace here on the daily. You will bring peace to your life. Put your hands together. Come on. Peace, peace, peace be to our family. Peace, peace, peace be to our foes. Practicing peace here on the daily. One by one, peace be will grow. Here we go. Peace to the east. Peace to the west. Peace to the north and the south. Peace, peace, peace be to our country. Peace, peace, peace be is the light. Practicing peace here on the daily. We are the peace in this life. Here we go. Peace to the world. Peace to the planet. Peace to the whole human race. Peace, peace, peace be in the morning. Peace, peace, peace be in the night. Practicing peace here on the daily. Peace be in your life. 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 Yeah.
And our prayer for protection, the light. Divine. Okay, make it a blessed day.
Have a great week, y'all.